Yo, way back, bro. But this nigga on some crazy title. My roommate won. My roommate wanted my girl and my cheeks.
First
Nah.
college roommate
Okay, but how though? Are they like swinging both
was a
ways?
really nice guy, but I never understood if he was gay or
Oh
not.
yeah.
I mean, he would always hit on my girl, but slap my ass when she was gone.
Hey yo, what the?
Time this nigga out,
It
bro.
was a beautiful day at my local college, and I was about to meet my new roommates. On my first day moving in, I met the three boys: Andrew, Bob, and Luffy, the guy I shared a bedroom with. So
Luffy.
I moved in, and everything was really chill.
Okay, this shit ain't protecting. Like, there's no defense. There's no defense. This shit is not protecting shit.
Until I started noticing like really weird behaviors, especially from Luffy. See, this guy was never home. I would see him literally twice a month, because 99% of the time, he would be at his girlfriend's house. So I'll admit,
But ain't that like a good thing?
my side of the room started getting a little messy. But whenever he popped in to grab something, he would see the mess and send me an angry text afterwards. Bro, I'm not your fucking mom. Clean your shit, dude. Now, at
I
first I
guess
felt
so.
really bad, but then he would also never be home after sending those messages. Like, why do you get so mad if you don't even live here? So I decided,
Was he cleaning? Because if so, I understand why he's mad.
no, I'm not gonna constantly clean my side of the room for you. And I guess he didn't like that, because he started going behind my back. Because
Whoa,
one
whoa,
night,
whoa,
I
whoa,
come
whoa,
home
whoa.
and
What are we talking
my
about?
laundry, my clean laundry, is on the floor. The floor, when the couch is literally 2 inches away. So whoever
Oh
did
nah,
that did
that's
it
the. Oh yeah, yeah,
deliberately. So I
yeah.
asked Andrew and Bob, yo, did you guys put my laundry on the floor? And they were like, nope. So there's only one person who could have done it on purpose. I couldn't even confront him about it because he was never home after that. But just when I thought he went low, he went lower. Because I started noticing that our toilet would suddenly get clogged more often. And I know it wasn't me, because whenever I would clog the toilet, I'd fix it before I left the bathroom. So there's only one person who could have done it. But you know what? I just kept unclogging the
Okay,
toilet, and
but what the fuck is this nigga shitting, bruh?
for now, everything was fine. Until one unlucky night, I had some enchiladas, and I mean like
Oh, I'ma say like the. I don't know the name, but like the bus like this, where they be. Oh, truck foods. Truck foods. I need to try it like once in my life. Overpriced as fuck, but still once.
really, really bad enchiladas. I barely made it to the restroom. I didn't have time to check if the toilet was clogged. I unleashed the rapture into that bowl, and when I went to go flush, instead of hearing the water go down, I felt cold water brush the bottom of my thighs. Luffy had gotten me.
Nah.
I don't know what he stuffed the toilet with, but I had to wait for 2 hours for the water to go down. I would actually start pre-flushing toilets so he couldn't get me again. It was so bad. By the time I left the house, I was a professional plumber. Toilets, tubs, sinks. Basically, what I'm trying
That's
to say
tough.
is, I know how to clean some pipes.
Hey yo!
Alright, bro. What the fuck this nigga on?
If you think that's the worst thing Luffy did, just wait till I tell you what he did to my girl while I was sleeping next to them. Because
Whoa.
we shared a room together, the first rule Luffy told me was,
Yo, dude, you can have girls over, but if you guys start having sex while I'm in the room, I'm gonna beat your ass.
bro, you don't have
What?
to worry about that. You would think he would follow his own rule. Well, I was wrong. A few months in, I planned a Disney
Tracking in. Okay, I don't know how the room was. Shit. I don't know how the room was like established, but I guess the picture you show us was like realistic enough. But cracking next to another. What?
trip with my friend Jasmine. So I tell Luffy, hey, I'm gonna have someone over and she's gonna be here sleeping for a couple days.
No,
Oh,
dude, don't
fuck.
worry about it. It's all cool, man.
So Jasmine
It's all cool,
comes over.
man.
Everything is normal. I introduce her to Luffy and I say we're gonna be sharing a room with him at night. Luffy was
Oh, wait. That's his girl?
normal days.
No, dude, don't.
So I tell Luffy, hey, I'm gonna have someone over and she's gonna be here sleeping. Normally never home. But the one week Jasmine came over, Luffy
Oh,
was
he's
home
there
all the
every
time.
night.
So one night, I go to sleep with Jasmine and Luffy's next to us. I knock out. I'm a heavy sleeper. The next morning, I wake up and Jasmine's like, John, I have to talk to you. Last night, I woke up and I felt a tap on my foot. I look up and I see Luffy peeking over the wooden divider. Come here.
Are you cool? Bro, what the fuck you mean come here, bro? You're rusty ass, bro. Is Goofy at what?
And then went back to sleep. Wow.
The
Okay, first
worst
of all,
part is that this fuck nigga thought he was hitting something. He thought he was finna get buns. Are you cool?
you have a girlfriend. Second of all, you're breaking your
That's
own
true. Damn, I forgot.
rule of messing around while someone's in the room. Third of all, you're taking the girl that I brought over. Explain how that makes sense. And surprise, surprise, after Jasmine left, he was never home again.
But wait, it gets worse. I got
Bro, really?
more evidence on this guy than they got on David right now. Cause that
God damn.
same night Jasmine got touched, I woke up at 5 a.m. to take a piss. I was so sleepy, I almost forgot to do my safety pre-flush. Almost, you almost got me, but I flushed it and boom, clogged. You almost had me, bro. You almost had me. Unfortunately, though,
I'm starting to think that he was clogging it like with maybe paper. Like he was putting something inside to clog
the
it.
water level had risen even higher than last time, so I was gonna have to wait another 2 hours. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this right now. I'm gonna go back to sleep, and I'll do it when I wake up. 30 minutes later, Jasmine wakes me up, and she's like, John, I think I broke your toilet. Okay, so apparently, after I went back to sleep, Jasmine went to go use the restroom. Yes, girls pee too, I know. I was heartbroken when I found out. And when she
I guess.
flushed it, I can only imagine her face when her piss kept rising and overflowing all over the bathroom floor.
Ah,
It was so bad. It flowed out of the restroom, down the hall,
Oh.
and into the kitchen. So when she woke me up
bro.
in a panic,
Okay,
begging
that was so
and
bad.
into the kitchen.
That was so bad. I stabbed myself with this. Damn. NGT. Okay, but like into the kitchen.
So when she woke me up in a panic, begging me to come help her, I knew what I had to do. I went back to sleep. Jasmine literally begged me to come help her clean her piss, but guys, in that moment,
Nah, that's a. Is that like W boyfriend, bro? Is that W boyfriend, bro?
I decided Luffy had won the toilet games and I didn't care anymore. It was the wrong thing to do and she totally hated me for it. But when I woke up again, can you guess what I saw? This absolute Giga Chad Bob was on his hands and knees cleaning my girl's piss. Apparently, because I refused to help Jasmine, Bob saw the mess, saw Jasmine crying, so he drove to Target at 6 a.m. to grab a bucket and a mop to clean the mess so Jasmine didn't have to. Bro,
What?
at that point, just take my girl. She's yours now.
Yeah, at this point, bro, like, are you cool? Damn, bro. Like, look, I could never, but he's like he's too good for us.
I felt so bad, but when I went to apologize, he just told me,
Don't worry about it.
That's
I got
okay.
you, and I got your girl.
wow, I'm pretty sure
Yeah, take it all.
that's the
Take it all, bro.
definition of a hero. While Luffy got away
Actually-
with it that time, what he did next finally gave me a valid reason to beat his ass. One night, we were all having dinner in the living room. Andrew and Bob are sitting by the counter and I'm cooking on the stove when Luffy suddenly walks in. Without warning, he goes behind me, slaps my ass, and says, "What's cooking?"
I'm gonna beat your.
I immediately freeze and say, "Don't
you?
you ever touch me like that again." As soon as I said that, everyone in the room froze. And all he said was, "Alright, my bad, bro." We were not cool like that. He was just doing this to see how far he could get away with disrespecting me. It just pissed me off, specifically because I know he would not dare try this with any of the other guys. I don't know what gave him the idea that I was an easy target, but I was so tired of him by this point. Even Andrew and Bob looked at each other like a fight was about to break out. But luckily, nothing happened that night. But I'm pretty sure Luffy got the message, because a couple weeks later, he finally moved out. And can you guess what? We never had another problem with the toilet after that. But you know who I did have a problem with? The people calling my stories fake. Like, if I wanted to write fake stories, I'd work for Alex Clark. So if you don't believe
Bro, okay. Now I do think like the stories are real because of like the one where student inside like his whole school was accused and convicted of being like a PDF, bro. Now I think it's real because he had photos and shit. But before, I won't lie, I was thinking this shit was fake. Bro, this nigga is living like in a movie, bro. Story or like
King, I'll
crazy.
have Bob tell you what happened that night.
In regard to the piss incident, I remember it was during Jasmine's second day staying over in our dorm, and I woke up, and when I went to the kitchen, I noticed that there was a large body of water, and it was starting to lead up underneath to your room. And when I was getting curious as to what was happening, Jasmine walked out, and she tells me that the toilet flooded, and that's now starting. It was starting to leak into
You
your room.
slept right.
And she knows that started leaking to the kitchen. And so, being the person that's usually the one like cleans around in the house, I figured, okay, let me see if I can clean this up. And so I totally forgot we could rent mops in the from our community center, but I just figured I'll just go to Target. I'll get a mop, I'll get a bucket, I'll get some cleaning solution. For now, let's just use the paper towels we have to absorb all the water that's already on the floor and just stop it from spreading out. So then 20 minutes go by, I come back, I clean everything, and then that's when you come out and I was like, what happened? And then let me just explain everything,
Bro, this effect is messing up with my head, like the laser and shit.
and that's really
That's
all I
actually
remember.
so
What
tough,
happened.
bro.
The rest of the year, I had a whole room to myself, but I
That's
never
tough.
forgot what it felt like to live with the worst roommate ever. Oh my
Okay,
god,
okay.
check out this cool fan art. Like, you guys went crazy during the stream, and shout out to Luminous for drawing this. Oh my god, like, I literally, like, cracked up when I saw this. You guys are amazing. If you guys want to be in the next video, join the Discord and do some games. Okay, bye.
That's tough. That was a good vid, bro. Nah, that was a good vid.